Hello, welcome back to the Football Terrace. Hit that like button right now, people. Sign up to our Discord server. The link for that is in our description below. Bruno Fernandes is a phenom. Bruno Fernandes is a game-changing superstar of the modern-day game. There is no doubt about that. His performances, outputs, leadership, and all-round qualities have been on display now for nearly 12 months at Manchester United, and this man shows zero sign of slowing down. He came on at half-time against West Ham United yesterday and created more chances in 45 minutes than any other player has managed in a single game. KDB has managed 6 chances created in a singular game. That was over the course of 90 minutes. And himself, Bruno Fernandes, created 6 opportunities against Newcastle, again, over a 90-minute period. Yesterday was one of the standout Premier League performances from a Manchester United player. We're going to break down how he came in and changed the game so dramatically for Manchester United, but more so focus on what it is that makes him such an outstanding player outside of the vat of goals that he has scored for Manchester United. Let's jump straight into this. Hit that like button. Here we go. So I want to focus here on just a few seconds into the start of the second half, and it shows you what this man is all about. When you look at this freeze frame, it shows you so much about Bruno Fernandes. Not just the out of the foot pass that's about to put Martial through on goal 20 seconds into coming on, but it's the attention that Bruno Fernandes draws in from his opponents. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There is 6 West Ham players that are absolutely fixated on what Bruno Fernandes is doing. Of course, you need to keep your eye on the ball and understand where the play is going, but this man suckers people in. If you go back a week to the comeback against Southampton, an element of that game that went missing was Cavani's equalizing goal. Now, I'm not going to show you what happened. I want you to go and watch it after this video and then come back and leave a comment in the comment section below. But as that ball falls to Bruno Fernandes on the edge of the box, the Southampton centre-back, instead of pushing out to create a situation where Cavani would have been offside, he runs onto the goal line thinking that Bruno Fernandes is going to shoot. And he does this because Bruno Fernandes is renowned for being a top-level goal scorer. So subconsciously, the defender stops doing what he's trained to do and play the offside trap. He goes to protect his goal line. And there is countless footage from early games of Bruno Fernandes in a Man United shirt right through to here against West Ham, where he just attracts players. They are like moths to a light because of the potency this individual has. The first thing Bruno Fernandes does when he comes onto the football pitch is he creates space for his teammates around him. If you look here at how much room Paul Pogba has got in this area here, as an example, to begin with, you have Mason Greenwood with all this space here. This is all created because of the qualities of Bruno Fernandes. All of this is created because of Bruno Fernandes attracting players in, attracting those individuals into him, and it makes him so potent. This area is important to focus on because Bruno Fernandes gets a lot of criticism for this. You'll see here there are 2 options for Bruno Fernandes. He can play a ball on the outside, preferably with his left foot to Rashford, who is about to make his run, or he can go on the inside to Juan Mata. But Bruno Fernandes has been doing this since day one, and some United fans inexplicably want to criticize him for this. It's a first-time pass. But as we explained in the previous video, just look here at the West Ham players. Look who they are attracted to and who they are looking at. It's Bruno Fernandes, the danger man here in the middle. And it's why Bruno plays a lot of first-time one-touch passes, because he sucks people in and it creates space for everybody else. Juan Mata, as you can see here in the middle of the screen, is in acres of space, and Bruno Fernandes decides to play the ball into him. He also knows, because he's seen Rashford making a run on the outside, that if Mata's got if his vision's there and his ability's there, he can play a first time ball through the middle and create another goal-scoring opportunity for Manchester United. This, for me, is clear evidence that it's high time Manchester United fans got off the back of Bruno Fernandes and just let him play his game, because it is yielding so much more success. In fact, over double the win percentage since he came in and started playing this way. And as we see, the play continues. Mata's first time ball, Rashford onside, and he goes through 77 minutes on the clock. It's a 30-minute comeback. It's taken 30 minutes from that point for Man United to come back. Brilliant. We're going to move on here and show you some other examples of the brilliance here of Fernandes. You see there he gets the ball, and this was very similar to the opportunity he created 6 or 7 minutes later. This was just before Rashford gets his goal, and in fact Rashford in this opportunity should have probably gone on to score. But the ball comes into Bruno Fernandes. He finds himself in the half space. He touches. This time he doesn't go for a first time touch, but he gets the ball out of his feet. He takes Declan Rice completely and utterly out of the game. And we know how good a CDM Declan Rice is. But then again, without thinking, without hesitating, first time he plays that ball. His vision is there. You can see that highlighted. And he plays the ball through the central area here to Marcus Rashford and creates a golden opportunity for Marcus to put the game to bed. Now for me, this is another area where we will see Bruno Fernandes lose possession. We will see Bruno Fernandes another 30 times this season touch and turn in this exact same way, go to play a first time through ball and it be intercepted by a defender. Where we have to slow down as Manchester United fans is we're not going to be able to come back in games. We're not going to win nearly 70% of our football matches without a creative player as hungry for the ball and as willing to take risks as Bruno Fernandes. His risk-taking is the reason that we got back into this game. We're 56 minutes in here, and this is massive, and this needs to be spoken about. We have Scott McTominay on the ball. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Manchester United players there. Ooh! Within reason, in an available position to take the ball away from Scott McTominay. They can make a bit of movement. But the only individual out there, the only person out there asking for the ball and actually moving himself in a position to receive it is this man here, Bruno Fernandes. And he does this all the time. He does this all the time. Hungry for the ball, demanding the ball, wanting to make things happen. This desire needs to be more infectious within the Man United team, but it's also soul destroying for your opponents. Having a player that is, as I say, just wants to be involved this much. And these are moments of character. These are the moments of leadership. These are the moments of brilliance that make Bruno Fernandes such a star. And a final element I want to focus on here is just the brilliance of Fernandes again. He starts this move off in the middle, gets it to Pogba, and the ball's now there with Mason. And this here, another first time touch. The ball comes in here, and Bruno knows what he's going to do. You can again see, look at the West Ham players, and we're going to highlight them here. Declan Rice, I'm not sure of this individual's name, but look at them all here. These three all suckered in to Bruno Fernandes. None of them focusing on the run. This run that young Mason is going to be making into this area of the football pitch. Nobody's focusing on it because they're worried about Bruno Fernandes. He knows this. He's acutely aware. So he goes for that first time touch to set Mason Greenwood away. And it's those first time touches that of course will reduce over the period of the season his pass completion rate. But equally it's going to open teams up in equal measure. And we see that first time touch and it puts Mason in. Mason goes through, shoots just wide. But what you should also focus on here is the fact that by the time Mason Greenwood is about to shoot, and I've just rewound this, it's worth pausing here and just freeze framing this. Look who's there for a cutback. Look who is there for a rebound. Bruno Fernandes. This work rate is so underappreciated. He doesn't just do the one touch or the 1-2 or cross the ball into the box and then stand there admiring his own brilliance. He keeps on working. That way, if this hits the post, if it's saved by the goalkeeper, he is there for a tap in. Equally, You can create a situation where Mason Greenwood maybe cuts the ball back if he feels he's not in a position to shoot. I don't think Mason's going to do that. He's a born goal scorer, but it puts United into a strong position. Equally, look what it's done for Juan Mata on the edge of the box. Bruno Fernandes has again suckered players in with him because of his movement, and it leaves man like Juan Mata with all this space on the edge of the box, and that's also potent. That is also dangerous. Because if the ball, again, ricochets out and falls to the edge of the box, Man United are in a very strong position to score. And that's all based upon the movement of Bruno Fernandes. Not only did he create the space and put the ball in for Mason, he then generates the space for Juan Mata at the edge of the box. It is just brilliant. Yesterday, lots of players walk away with their heads held high. Marcus Rashford, Mason Greenwood, Paul Pogba massively. But when you review the game and you assess it, Bruno Fernandes was the absolute catalyst. And this isn't to say other players shouldn't deserve praise. But what I'm directly saying here and addressing a lot of Man United fans is this. Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes are not enemies. They are not against each other. They are teammates. And I understand that people want to see more respect put upon Paul Pogba's name. And I'm somebody that fights for that. But to not recognize the sheer brilliance, quality, vision, work rate, creativity, technique, and ability of Bruno Fernandes is criminal. Equally, to not be in awe, gushing, and overtly celebrating the level of outputs this man has, for me, is acutely strange. He is tracking at the moment to score and assist somewhere near 50 goals this season, which would be a club record. We should be honoured and privileged and over the moon to have him, because with players like Bruno Fernandes firing in your team, and maybe with some others like Mason, Rashford and Pogba coming into form, there's a genuine opportunity at silverware here. Do me a favour, hit that like button, hit that share button, people. Until next time, take care, goodbye, God bless, and we'll see you all soon.